never write off Rob Wootton.
Before we get going, folks, there's an amazing competition for you guys later in this video. A Guru feeder bundle, Steve Ringer feeder rods, Guru seat boxes, a total prize package worth over £2,000, and you've got a chance to win that beautiful bundle later in this video.
Right, everyone, firstly, can I just say thank you all for supporting this event. It's a brand new event, competition to the calendar, and this doesn't work without you lot all buying tickets, coming and supporting us. So, give him a bigger map. All yours.
Just a few words from me on behalf of Guru Gang. Massive congratulations on everyone for qualifying. Obviously it's been tough, there's been some really difficult rounds, but mega interesting as well. So very well done on qualifying in the first place. Exciting payout today, £5 grand for the winner, 3,000 second, 1,000 quid for third, and three £500 section prizes. A couple of thank yous from us. First of all, and a massive one, to all the bailiff team at Langold. This wouldn't have happened without them, and I've had a look down qualification list. Most of them have qualified for final as well, so it'd be great to see one of you guys picking up some money today. But a massive thank you to you lot for everything. I think this event's got like a lovely, local, chilled out feel to it. Brings back some proper. We're not in Yorkshire, are we? Nottinghamshire?
North Notts.
It's that neck of country, innit? But it's got that lovely warm vibe to it. We're going back to the Hilltop Working Men's Club tonight, so I really appreciate it, and I think it'd be nice if everyone here can come back, have a pint and clap the winners whatever happens. That'd be a really nice finish to the day. Cart wise, rule wise, if you've got two keep nets, chuck them both in, and if you catch a carp or two, put them in a separate net. If not, don't worry too much about it. And we're going to do the draw in qualification order. Foy Dog's got his loud voice on.
Hey.
Final best of luck from me, gang. Have a great day.
Select the numbers off that. Oh no. With the next second qualifier was Mr. Rob Wootton.
Go on, Rob.
We got 41. Next, Mr. Steve Miles.
So today is all about the Guru Feeder Cup, and it's going to be a great competition. We're all going to try our best to follow Rob through it. We're going to follow the other people through it. We're going to follow the competition in general. We'll have a look at what Rob's doing, his mentality, how he's thinking about it. But of course, it's going to be a bit raw, a bit rough and ready. Our super edited, super detailed tactical videos are all on the member section on this page. So on the Edge YouTube channel or on the website www.anglingedge.co.uk. That's where you'll get all that extra detail. I hope you really enjoy this video. I'm really looking forward to seeing how Rob gets on and everybody else on what is promising to be a brilliant match. Here we are, 41. So what did you say to me after you drew? I always like the initial words.
I can't remember what, so was it the
I'll tell you what
worst
you
peg on
said.
the lake?
You said, that's about as bad as it gets,
Yeah.
was what you said to me.
But you never know, fish swim, don't they?
But by the time we've walked around the lake,
I've started dancing
you
a
were,
little bit on
you
the
were
way.
skipping round. I'm going to catch this, I'm going to catch that. Let's come down and have a look for the guys.
Here we are, 41.
More colour in it, isn't there?
Look at the colour compared with obviously when I was coming and we filmed our other video, it was absolutely chocolate. So come on then, what's your initial thoughts before we unload the gear?
Before I unload the gear, my initial thoughts are, I come for a practice the other day, sat on peg 43, so 2 pegs along. I'm going to say we're not catching any number of little tiny fish here. That was going to be in my plan, you know, catch like a few little fish to keep us ticking over at least to start with. I think I'm fishing a skimmer match, bream match, chance of a carp. I always think there's a chance. I've got to look positive, haven't I? 2 lines, 40 metres, 55 metres, positive baits, positive tactics. I don't really, I think I'm going to set up a small fish line just to start on, but I think I'm going to be bouncing between 2 lines long, trying to nick fish. And if I can get to like £8, then take my chance with a big fish at the end, I'll be ecstatic.
Oh, I'm loving this. £8 with a chance
I'll
for
be
big fish.
ecstatic if I can get to that.
Okay, well that sounds like a great plan. Obviously it's a big final, so I want you to be able to get set up. There's I think one of my highlights was Steve Thornhill, who I'm going to zoom in on the opposite peg, was first in the bag, and they're all going peg 11, peg 11, peg 11. He's saying peg 11, then he drew peg 11, and he did this like, I think he ran to his trolley, didn't he, bless him? Ran to his trolley.
Right,
I loved his enthusiasm.
While we're talking about the pegs, let's have a prediction for the pegs. Because
Okay.
I think the pegs to look out for, this is your job on the bank. Peg 11,
Yep,
peg 45,
yep,
peg 38,
yep.
peg 12 is going to come into it as well.
Peg 12's
No, sorry, not peg
in,
12,
not-
peg 10 the other side.
10,
Peg
yeah.
10, peg 10.
Yeah.
And then, I think on that down wall there's going to be someone catch some bream.
Right, okay.
On that down wall, like, somewhere on that down
Yeah,
wall.
so there's lots of little different areas that have a chance.
I don't think you've got to keep your eye on this area too keenly.
Well, we shall see. We shall see. We'll obviously follow you through the day, but we will also get a view on what everybody else is doing to see who can become the Guru Feeder Cup champion.
What a wonderful prize package we have for you this time, folks. It's a Guru feeder bundle worth over £2,000. Now, first up, if you're going feeder fishing, you're going to need a seat box, a super stable seat box. This is the Guru ST8 Team Orange seat box, a wonderfully comfortable seat box. It has got that orange colour scheme, which means you're going to stand out on the bank. Super stable, never going to let you down, no matter what venue you are fishing. Now onto the rods. If you're going feeder fishing, you're going to need some quality feeder rods. We have got for you some of the best in the business, the Aventus Steve Ringer range of rods. We've got a 10 foot, we've got an 11 foot, and we've got a 12 foot feeder rod for you in this prize package. A rod there, whether you're fishing for small F1s and carp on a commercial, casting a method feeder up against an island, or fishing a wild and windy natural venue for big bream, there's a rod in that range for you. These rods are exceptional quality pieces of kit. Loads of thought has gone into these rods. The blanks are superb. The guides on these rods are absolutely wonderful. The tips on these rods show up the tiniest of indications. You're going to catch more fish with these rods, end of story. To finish off this amazing prize package, we've got a natural feeder box bundle. In this bundle, there are feeders that's going to help you catch fish on a variety of venues. Cage feeders, window feeders, solid plastic feeders, feeders that a lot of top anglers use themselves. A lot of top anglers catch loads and loads of fish with. Hooks and line are in this bundle as well. So if you're one of those anglers that doesn't like tying up your own hook lengths, there's a range of hook lengths in that package for you. An amazing prize bundle worth over £2,000. If you want a chance of getting your hands on all of this amazing kit, head over to Cutting Edge Comps. There's a link below. I hope this is your lucky day. Here he is, look, one of the bookies' favourites for today.
Morning.
Catch Fishing Zone, Jamie Harrison. Jamie, where are we?
We are.
What peg are we on?
I'm on 43. I think 45 is the end, somewhere here. So, not a particularly favoured peg.
Well,
but
I was going to say, are you happy with that? Are you not happy with that? Rob doesn't seem overly happy with 41.
no, it's the only thing I can say. I've never fished there, I'll be honest with you, but when I qualified here, they caught 1 or 2 bream there. Obviously, that's quite a few weeks ago now. It was much colder.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sometimes it's nice fishing where you've never fished before, isn't it?
Yeah, sure, yeah, that's
Nice
true.
open mind.
That's true. So have you got a target weight in mind, or what are you thinking?
I think you're going to need You're going to need £15, I think.
As good as that?
But I think, yeah, but I think that'll be made up of 2 or 3 bream and some bits,
Yeah.
or a rogue.
Or a rogue carp.
I'm pretty
Which
sure.
I think you got a chance to rogue carp anywhere, haven't you?
Yeah, anyway.
There you go. Well, listen, best of luck. We'll come down and see how you're getting on today,
Thank you,
alright?
mate. See you later.
See you, mate. Rob, we are about to start the match. Are you going to give us a little bit of an insight of what you're going to do?
Right, as I said earlier, 3 lines, but I'm hoping to stay on this little short line for shortest time possible. I'm going to kick off fishing 10 metres out, hopefully catch a load of these. There's a lot of little roach in here. It's shallow in front of me, but we could catch those roach fast if there's a few in this area. Be a great way of letting our main lines sort of settle down, get us off the mark as well. And then I've got 2 lines at sort of a medium distance of 40 metres and then 55 metres. And on those lines, they're going to be like big fish lines. So I'm going to feed pellets, corn, and I'm going to rotate between a little window feeder with short hook length and a hair rig, and then chuck maybe a little Jura Banjo over the top, a little hybrid style feeder over the top.
Nice.
And I think I'll be doing that later on in the session once everything's calmed down. That's going to be my way that hopefully a bigger fish is going to trip up. That sort of hook length rig is going to catch me, I'm hoping it's going to catch me smaller skimmers.
So
Sort of like 6 ounce to a pound skimmers.
So just for the guys at home,
This is my-
it's about
this
to
is-
start. I'm going to get out of your
Right.
way. What's going in first? Jack?
Short range mix. I'm going to use bait up feeder. I'm going to put quite a bit of this in. 3 bait up feeders.
Bit of worm.
Empty it on the surface. It's only like 2.5 foot deep there.
Yeah. Your usual pellet prep that we do
Pellet
in the videos.
Pellet
yeah.
prep. Just some micros with bit of
Your sweet in.
F1 sweet on. Got some
your,
worms.
your extra lobworm in the middle.
Yeah, I've got a lobworm, bonus lobworm.
Yeah, bonus lobworm.
Get on the
yeah,
lobworm. And then I've got a bit of bait for catching some roach short, you know, pinkies and maggots,
Yeah. Some corn.
and some corn.
A few wowzers. For
Yeah,
you.
and then hook baits for my hybrid.
Right, well, we are literally 30 seconds away. So we want to get out of Rob's way, allow him to start the match. Obviously, we will go and have a close-up look while he's fishing. I'm expecting a slow start myself, but I'm going to be our roving reporter. We've got Jamie Harrison 2 pegs down here. That was the all-in. Terribly shouted by Mark Foy. Obviously,
That's it, mate,
it was time, yes. So, like I said, Keith Clifton's there. My little cheeky bet for today is Steve Cooper on peg 45. Peg 45 has been an amazing peg all year, and Steve's a very good angler who knows Langold well. So there you can see Rob just putting those 2 feeders in. And then, opposite, there is a blocker on peg 12. Peg 11 is a good peg. And Steve Thornell's drawn that, and I fancy him to catch a few fish too. So they're my two little bets. Alan Norris is on the end here on 38, which is the most favoured carp peg at the moment. Now, giving you a little bit of history, they stocked some carp in here about a month ago, big fish, that I think they sort of had the intention of putting them here, there and everywhere, and they've put a few in here, and it's meant that, you know, there's going to be 1 or 2 of them potentially coming to play. They are so big that if they get caught, they're going to almost dictate what happens. So I think Alan Norris on 38 is if he's got the guts, he could go for it all day, because it's probably the most noted peg for a carp. Also fancy peg 10, local lad Craig on peg 10. Literally lives walking distance within the venue, so it's going to be an incredible match. Charlie Simpson here next peg as well. Charlie's a great guy, great angler, big match winner. Really is a fantastic competition. Rob's just feeding that 40 metre line there, you see. So obviously, like he's told you, he's put a little bit of worms in short now. He's just put a few pellets and that in long, probably a bit of ground bait as well. A little bit of his corn maybe. giving himself the best chance. I think that's one thing that Rob does really well. Gives himself a chance of getting to the winning weight. And that's all he's been thinking about all week. We've talked about it on the phone several times. You know, how's he going to give himself the best chance of winning today? Let's see. My gut feeling is we're going to be in for a really slow start today. And then this match is going to develop as time goes on. We'll keep you up to date. So I fancy a bit of cross-channel love. I'm here with Fish on TV's Alan Norris, main man. What are we saying, Alan? Have we caught anything yet?
I've had 2 casts, 2 indications, and an 8-ounce skimmer. So,
Have you? What's the plan on this peg? Because before the draw, everybody was saying there's a chance of a carp here, weren't they?
yeah, well, I've gone method to start with, looking for carp and skimmers. So it's last time I fished it, it was mainly bream that I caught on the method, hoping for a roe carp. Normally it's the other way around, isn't it? You know, we fish for skimmers, fish for carp, and you end up getting roe skimmers attaching yourself. So 52 metres on the method, and then I have 2 lines here at sort of 26 metres, one with just for method, one traditional. So I've got traditional set for long, method for long, and same on 2 short lines. So I can alternate.
Brilliant.
So that's the plan.
Yeah, no, I love the plan. I think it's a great plan. Walking around, it seems like the method is quite a popular option for a lot of people, isn't it? So.
Yeah, well, I've also got some methods. So I've put some Preston, I've not brought all my case, I've put some Preston method feed, you know, traditional flatbed method.
Oh, yeah.
I think if I mix ground bait and pellets, it falls off better than on a method for me.
I agree, yeah.
So I've got that option as well. To sort
What with like corn and little wafter hook baits?
Yeah, so I've got sort of 5mm
Yeah.
wafters there, a couple of different colours. Pink and yellow for some reason seems to be the way to go on here from what I've heard. So let's hope we get a few.
Well, we're 8 ounces off and running already, aren't we? Eh?
Yeah, so good start for me.
Yeah, good luck, mate. Good luck.
Thanks a lot.
I'm lucky enough to be joined by the brains of the Guru Feeder Cup, which is what we're here to film today, Mark Foy.
Good to be here.
Yeah.
Nice for it to have worked.
Listen, it has worked. I think for the guys at home, and I've said this to you before, it's a real credit to what you've created here, because there's been 10 qualifiers, 30 peg qualifiers, sold out every single one.
300 tickets.
Yeah, which
It's a lot for a brand new event on an unknown venue.
It is, and you had half the matches on a Friday.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly a particular, the most popular day of the week, but it just shows how many people want to be here. Now we've got the final here today, people walking around. Tell us a little bit about Langold and why you've chosen here and what you've done.
So what's great about this place, so we took on management of this venue from the local council.
That's Embryo, isn't it?
Yeah. So the new branch of Embryo, which is Embryo Family Fishing, we've took this on just as a bit of a non-profit thing to run it for the local council. Bit of a personal thing for me because I grew up a mile that way. So and all the local team around here, they all love the place. There's a lot of anglers in this area wouldn't be anglers without this lake.
It's amazing how much love I see for the place. Like, there is definitely like a gang of people who come here, like a Langold mafia, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? You know it well. You know the pegs. You're keen, and like sometimes I see a few of you elsewhere, but I've met a lot of new people coming here, and it is really a good family. A family's a good description.
It's nice. There's so little mining village and there's so many anglers this lake's created. But the nice thing is all the anglers this lake has created have all got a love for the place. They want to see it do well and succeed. So it's an easy job for me to manage this lake when you've got so many people that love it and want it to do well. But I did never imagine a big competition on here.
Well, I think that's a testament to what you've created, and I think it's brilliant. Rob obviously is in the final today. I tried, but
you were close.
I was close twice. Ounces away, but never mind. Rob's in the final today. I'm not going to sit here and go Langold's most prolific lake I've ever been to.
It definitely isn't.
But it's a fishing. Every time I come here, I do feel it's a fishing match.
Yes.
Which for me is the most important thing. Now, give me a couple of little predictions. What you're saying here today?
Well, everybody wanted to draw the sheller pegs up the side. Peg 11's a favourite peg. Is catching fish. It could win today. But I've predicted the wall section I think is going to win. A lot of big bream live in the deep water, but they don't always feed.
Yeah.
So it can be like, you
So
can think
we
it's
don't
going to
know
win.
what's going to happen today,
It
obviously.
could be
you know.
one off any peg, but there's word there's already been a £4 bream caught on the wall with early in the match now. So.
Right, okay. Well, that's fantastic. I think thanks for letting us film what we're doing here today. Thanks to Guru for backing it. I think, you know, when you've got somebody like that back in a competition, it makes a big
Yeah.
difference. It gives it a sense of occasion. You're paying out over 10 grand today, aren't you? So
10.5 grand in money being paid out with 30 anglers.
Brilliant.
So there's six people get paid out today.
Brilliant. Well, those great people will obviously follow Rob and the rest of the guys, and we'll catch up with you, find out what's happening.
Cheers, Lee.
Mark.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
mate. Right, let's head down to Rob for his 1 hour update before we tell you what's happening in the match. Roberto, tell us about your first hour.
First hour, right. One roach. That was my first hour.
All right.
So,
Well, thanks for the update.
that's good, mate. Cheers. So, this is how it's gone. There wasn't any fish short. Not any orders anyway of the little fish that I think everyone expected. A load of little fish. And there wasn't any of those. But I did catch one nice little roach, sort of about 5 ounce, which I thought that's great. Then I had a couple of little other tiny fish that sort of like little skimmers that I managed to get halfway back and they dropped off, barely hooked. And then there was no other bites. So I've had a cast onto my middle line, because I feel now chasing bigger fish. Cast onto a middle line, one little bite on that.
Little hybrid on that line, little method on that.
Just a little short hook length on a window feeder.
Okay.
And I've had 3 casts on it. I've had like a little indication on it, like each cast like a little indication that there's still fish there. But didn't catch a fish. So now I'm going to try and, because it's so shallow, I don't want to keep casting over and over onto a line. Because you've got to sort of like nick fish from each line. So now on my longer line, I've just took down a little hybrid feeder just to see if I can have a long cast out there. Put a bit more bait on my longer line than I have on that 40 metre line. So I'm hoping that some fish will settle on that longer line. I don't know about you, obviously you've walked around.
Yeah, I can update you.
Yeah, it feels like I'm not in the greatest of areas as we thought, but also I'm searching for just like an odd better fish rather than numbers of fish.
Yeah.
Live action. See if we get him in.
Yeah, well, you'll try your best. I'm going to move out your way while you're playing them. So, that's been out there about, I'm going to say for Rob, 6 or 7 minutes. Now, let me tell you what's happening on the lake while Rob plays this fish. Opposite peg 11, Steve Thornhill. Really fancied him when he drew. He was mega excited, as we've said. And after a steady 20 minutes with an odd bite, he has been catching well. He's had a really good run on his short line. I'm going to say he's got himself to, I'm going to say he got himself to at least £4, maybe a bit more. Don't want to get carried away, but the talk is he's had one like £2, and I've seen him have at least 10 or 12 other fish. Now, as Rob nets that little skimmer, it's probably about 8 ounce that is, and that's one of the problems I feel that Rob is massively up against, because Steve across the other side, he's catching those sort of 4 to 8 ounce skimmers regularly, because there's quite a lot there. And then Tony Fong up here on peg 44, he's got 3 skimmers for £4, £2.5 as in a pounder. But Steve Cooper next to him's got 3 for £2, and then further down this bank on the dam, Barry Armson's got one £4. Like, I mean, that was 40 minutes ago, so he could have another one, but I know he's got one £4, and that's very sort of like respective of the lake, if you like. These end view pegs, if you get one £1, then you're sort of like doing well, if you like. So that fish that Rob
wound in is a great sign, and personally I think he's making the right decision going out that bit further, because to me doesn't look like there's loads of fish on this bank here. You know, we've got Charlie Simpson here with 2 little skimmers for 12 ounce. We've got Jamie Harrison up there with a roach, Keith Clifton with a roach, and Rob with that roach and that skimmer. So the weights are low in this little area. There is less fish here. So by, I think, trying to target those, I believe, 8 ounce to £1.5 fish, they're the fish that Rob's probably going at in this area to do any good. So there's at least 3 people with £4. There's at least 3 other people with over £2. So you can see that, you know, we're only an hour and a half into the match. So we are looking at double figures at this moment in time for top 3. That's what we're, if you sort of translate that, that's what you're looking at. It might not finish that way. It might all stop. But obviously that's what Rob's going to have to target. So we'll have a little wander around to Steve on the other side, take a little look at him, because I've got a funny feeling he's more catching more consistently than anyone else, which is what, you know, I fancy for him to be the man to beat, because of the consistency more than anything else. So we've got Catch Fishing Channel's Jamie Harrison here. Jamie, what's happening? I've heard you just had a big one.
No, I've had one about £2. Yeah, I've just started fishing for bites. We, you know, usual cage feeder, worms, maggots, what we've been doing, and getting plenty of bites doing, and just absolutely no bites whatsoever. Literally, like 1 bite in the first hour on.
So you fished an hour like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Got on
Rob did the same, to be fair.
Did he? Right, okay. Got on my short line, which was like been a banker on everywhere I've sat on here for a few bites, even if they're only them. I haven't had a single indication.
Oh.
Not one, not even from them. It's just on that short line. But then the lad next to me's caught 3 fish on a method.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, that's try it.
Yeah, Tony, he's got £4 now, hasn't he?
No, he's just had another one.
Oh, has he?
Yeah. So he's
what,
got
a big one?
£1.5 pound.
So he's got over £5 now then.
Just sitting on a method. So I've gone out on it on the same line. So I've got it, you know, same line.
What distance is that, Jamie?
40 metres.
Right, brilliant.
And I got one first chuck. And then I had a line a second chuck.
Right.
So there's 1 or 2 out there.
It's frustrating, isn't it? Because you wouldn't. I just said to Rob, I wouldn't have envisaged those fish feeding as early as that on a method. I felt how you and Rob started was the safe start.
Yeah.
What sort of action? Smaller fish. I'll make sure I'm well out of your way. And then move back. Seems like everybody we drop with hooks a fish.
I'll pull up a chair then, Lee.
Yeah.
Just sit behind me.
Yeah. Only works when I need to rest it, Jamie.
Oh, okay.
If I rest it and then come, you get one.
You're gonna hire yourself
But if
out.
I stay there all the time, it's no good.
Yeah. And it unhooks itself as well.
That's nice, very good. Brilliant. All right, well, thanks to Jamie. Good luck, Jamie. Wishing you all the best. This is Tony here. He's on over £5. Over £5, so he's going to be, I'm going to say, leading the match at the moment. And then 45, Steve Cooper. I'm going to say I am, even though there's dogs swimming in his pegs next door, I'm going to say, what we got, Steve? What we got? Oh, don't worry about that, he's nowhere near. Come on, what we got?
Same.
£2 still. Right.
I've just thrown it apart, but it's rolled there. It's going to be the biggest liner ever.
Oh, you wouldn't be nervous if you hooked him, would you? You'd be super cool, wouldn't you, if you hooked him? Brilliant. All right, well, good luck, pal. There we have it. Let's go and have a look at what's happening on the dam. Here they are, Guru's media team.
Hard at work.
hard at work, but they've got a good excuse. What was your excuse, lads?
We had to eat some blueberries.
Okay, yeah.
And some raspberries.
Yeah.
And we needed to charge the phone for the live,
I think that was the main reason.
which is it's on 39.
Okay, well I've popped down because I left my apple juice in here.
Oh, you want your apple juice?
Yeah,
pal?
cheers mate, please pass it across it.
There you go.
There you go, Lee. We'll save you
Are
some.
you absolutely joking? Who's drunk that?
Boy, that's disgusting.
You drank it.
I didn't drink
Well,
it.
that's it, I'm cutting you out of all videos. Right, I'm getting back to work. You lads just keep enjoying yourselves, alright? See you later.
We have done it again. Underwater footage is a game changer when you're trying to learn about fishing, and we have gone and got some incredible stuff.
The clearest footage we have ever got. Big fish feeding right in front of the camera. We're feeding, hooking fish, playing fish in front of the camera. We see exactly how those big fish react in a fishing situation.
Baits such as pellet and corn, worm and caster, and remember, there is hours of underwater footage, method feeder, float, margin for big carp, shallow fishing. It's all there on the Edge website, www.anglingedge.co.uk, and now you can join on YouTube too. If you love YouTube, join on our Edge YouTube channel and you can watch all this incredible underwater footage.
I could not walk past my mate, the daddy-o himself, Steve Whitfield. Come on then, tell us how you're getting on.
About £1.5 pound, mate.
Yeah? Of tinies, big fish, what of what?
4 to 5 little skimmers and a dozen rows.
You're getting a few bites then?
Yeah, they bite, but small fish.
Yeah. This little bit here, Steve, as I've been walking along, it seems to be small fish. It seems to have been... Yeah, he's got 4-pounders, Barry, over there. So this is the dam wall section. Yeah. Stayed on it for a bit longer.
Probably too long.
Yeah.
Catch a bream doing this, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, mate, I've got it down as like £5.5 is winning the match. There's 2 £5 in from what I've seen. There's a £4 Barry. There's another £4, and then it's like £1.5 to £3. You know, it's actually fishing.
Steve's got some fish on there, I don't know.
Yeah, he's the £5. So.
Fish that big yesterday, good.
Yeah. He's caught really consistently since from the start, Steve, as on peg 11.
Oh, Waterley.
Well,
Corner on Sunday, I fished it open. And cut a long story short, it's really deep. And the contrast to fishing in the shallow peg there, mate, it's
night and day. Yeah. All right. Well, good luck, mate. Good luck. I'm going to back off because we don't want to disrupt the Guru live. Right, I've come in behind Steve on peg 11. I've just had a little chat off camera and he has got £5. And I would say it's the most consistent £5 at the moment in terms of his is made up of those 6 to 10 ounce skimmers. You can just see there he's just fishing conventional feeder tactics, little rocket, single maggot on the hook, double pinky, that sort of thing. Not chucking far. How far is that, Steve? You chucking?
18 metres.
18 metres. And he's your best all the way along this bank, by the way, Steve. So he's certainly winning this section. The main battle at the moment is across the other side where we left. Tony had £5. I've now been told he's got 6, and I've been told Steve Cooper's had a little run of fish. He might have 6. And then the first peg on the dam wall, he's got £5. So there's sort of 4 of them in this £5 to £6 bracket. And then walking all the way along the dam and all the way down this side, sort of, there's a lot of £1.5, £2. So
I still think it's completely open. I still think there's time for a run from anybody. But Steve's fishing a bang tidy match here at the moment. He's just got to make sure he doesn't let it get away from him, because it's easily done. But so far so good here on peg 11.
Halfway point, and we've just got back to Rob. Oh, that didn't look very good. Rob, we left you on ounces short of £2. What is the latest?
The latest is I'm ounces short of £2 still.
Oh no.
So you've been gone, I'm saying, probably an hour. What was that there?
What's that? Was that a bird?
No, I don't think it was.
Pike?
There's been a few pike drifting around because it's spawning time, so there's been a few pike drifting around in the edge. Might have been a pike, don't know. It's been a struggle, mate. Charlie Simpson just had like 3 fish in as many chucks. But that is about it on this bank. I mean, you've walked round. What's happening? Because
right, well, I'll tell you what's happening. So, on the far bank, £5 is the best weight. Steve Thornhill's got about £5. But for me, he's definitely slowed up. On this bank, as I've walked along from the end, Alan Norris down to your left, he's got a couple of pound. And then Charlie Simpson, with admitting to 4, you maybe think 5. Is the next best until you get to the 2 end pegs in your section, or the last 2, 44 and 45, where there is, I mean, there's talk of £9. Tony, they reckon's £8 to £9, and Steve Cooper's not far behind him, they say, but I haven't been up there to go and guarantee. But if I take a couple of steps back on the bank, you will see that is where the crowd is gathered. So it's probably good money that their weights aren't a million miles out. So Rob, I think for everybody at home and yourself, we need a bit of a mentality check in terms of.
I never think it's over till it's over, you know.
Of course.
Because obviously there's some big fish in this lake. But we need something to happen. So this is where I am at the minute. I've started being a little bit more proactive. Rightly or wrongly, I feel I can't just sit here. I've been having like 15-minute chucks with.
You've had a patient hour.
I've had a patient hour and nothing happened. So I've still got 2 lines that I'm trying to rotate. I'm trying to rest swims and going, you know, trying to chase fish around, but I'm just not getting any indications now. So what the plan is now is I've mixed up a few. Here we go. Mixed up a bit of ground bait. It's a bit wetter. A few micros in there. I'm just gonna with a cage. I'm going to start putting like 1 or 2 feederfuls in, empty it on the surface before I move on each swim, so I can give it like a bit of cloud and a bit of food,
a bit of smell.
I know that I'm resting that then for probably 20 minutes, 30 minutes while I have a chuck on another line, and I'm confident that I'm going back to some bait. Do you know what I mean? Because I can't just sit here.
Is this on your 40 and 55?
This is on both of those lines. I can't just sit here, Lee, and just hope that something turns up.
I totally and utterly agree. And then you're loading the method with a ground bait and pellet combination.
Yeah, ground bait. Yeah, a ground bait and pellet combination. I've got like pellets, which have been. That's what I've caught my fish on, to be fair. But
yeah,
I think I need to make something happen. So ground bait and pellet combo.
So what line are we on at the moment?
We're on our shorter line, our 40-metre line.
Yeah.
I've just put in 2 about 20 minutes ago, 2 feederfuls on that longer line. I probably think there's still enough bait there, you know, from the original.
Without doubt, yeah.
Put 5 feederfuls in. I think there's enough there, but I feel like I need to do something. I need to just do something. And
well, surely resting it, I actually believe that resting it, bear in mind we're halfway. For you, if you can go out and have a run of 3 fish,
it'd be fantastic.
Could catapult you to being a section winner. So there's great prizes for section.
Is that we lowered our expectations to section winner?
I've got to be honest and say, because 44 and 45 are so strong.
Well, it's those 3 pegs, isn't it, around the stanchions? 44, 45.
And then the first peg the other side is quite a long way away. Yeah, they're doing well, and they're in your section. So I'm going to say they're looking to frame, and then potentially the battle is that
So we're saying target weight is like £8, aren't we?
Yeah, £6 maybe.
Right.
If you get to £6, you've got a chance of winning the section if Charlie doesn't catch any more. You know, he's only got 7 fish.
Okay.
So, you know, it's that's where we're at the moment. So I think for the guys watching, and that's what we always want to try and get across in our videos. Obviously, when you're a subscriber on the main videos, we go into the extreme detail of the fishing and how to get the best out of it. When we're here with you guys on the live matches, we just want to try to get across how we're thinking, you know, the decision-making process. You can't succeed on every match, and today, I mean, again, that bit across on the far side, Steve Thornell's £5, and then the next 15 people, Rob, didn't have £2.
Really?
So there's plenty of people in the match not catching. We're sort of talking about the people that have caught a few, you know.
So it's that end of the lake,
No,
really,
it's not even that end. It's just a little bit, because then once you get past that, it's poor again. And then probably Charlie next to you.
Yeah, maybe.
He's had that little run of
He's had 2 runs of fish.
2 runs of fish,
Two
which
runs
could happen to you as well. So we're going to make our way down to where the fish are being caught, see what we can see if we can maybe even speak to the anglers, and we'll catch up with you, hopefully, when you've shanked a few a bit later.
Right, I'm going to push my way through the crowd down to Tony, because rumour has it we've just had a big un, which, if he is true, let's find out now. Tony, have you just had a big fish?
Yeah, I was just about a 4-pounder.
That's a big fish for her, isn't it? £4?
Yeah, proper old bream.
What's that taking us to?
I've probably got about 11 pound there.
Wow, that's absolutely sensational. Do we know what he's got next door, Steve Cooper?
Yeah.
Because it's looking like between you and him at this moment in time, isn't it?
Well, I've heard he's got about 4.5 pounds.
Well, it's not between you and him then. It's just between you.
I've heard old man Jeff's catching. He's probably got about 8 to 9 pounds.
Yeah, he did catch a few, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Are we just fishing method tactics today?
Yeah, let's go over.
Yeah.
I've gone on to.
Oh yeah, the small Preston method. Yeah.
The Guru then.
Oh yeah, you can have the elastic.
So I've changed it, adapted it a little bit.
Oh yeah, because here at the Langold, the only elasticated is the Guru X Safe, isn't it? So yeah, you tried to combine the two. That's brilliant. What distance are you fishing?
45 metres.
Have you fished there all day, or?
Yeah, I've fished there most of the day. Just keep having a quick look at 30-metre line, but a couple of roach.
Brilliant. Any magical colour or hook bait, or do you mix it up, or?
Everyone. I've just been mixing it up. No, the bigger fish have been coming to a yellow.
Have they?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you've got a bream, and then what have you got to go with that?
I've got probably 4. That's about £1.5 and 2 pound.
Right.
And a pounder, an 8 ounce, and a couple of roach.
Yeah. So we could be £12, couldn't we?
Yeah.
That's absolutely brilliant. Well, not to put too much pressure on you, but I think everybody's rooting for you.
Yeah.
Especially with, oh, that was an indication. Oh. Go on, Tony, I'll leave you to it. That is fantastic stuff. I think there is an amazing chance that we are looking at the Guru Feeder Cup champion. Obviously, there's a long way to go, but I've got a funny feeling. I fancied Steve on 45. Obviously, just a few more fish down in this area where Tony is, but it's showing, you know, conventional method tactics. That's his smallest fish. You've gone from your biggest fish to your smallest fish, Tone. Yeah. They all count, pal. Well done, mate. Brilliant. Let's see if we can grab a word with Steve Cooper on the next peg. So we know that there is some fish being caught further down. That shows you how rumours can get away with myself. Steve, is it alright if I come down and say hello with my camera? Thank you, mate. Yeah, we're recording, no swearing. come on then, tell us, give us an update then, pal.
I've got between 8 and 8.5 pounds.
Right, okay.
Smashing me up. He's
Yeah,
just had a 4
he's
pound.
just had a 4 pounder, yeah. But I mean, Tony just said to me he thought you had 4 pound. I said I don't think so. I think he's got a bit more than that.
No, I've got,
So you've got 8 pound plus,
yeah.
and are you on the same method style tactics as Tony's fishing then, or?
Similar, yeah.
Yeah, method feeder.
Micro afters though.
Oh, small wafters, yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Little 8
So I mean, not being funny, mate. He's just had a 4 pounder. You could have a 4 pounder next.
I know.
You know, there's 2 hours left of this match,
I've
so
had a 3 pounder.
have you?
Yeah. I'm
I just
gonna
think-
go after and see if I can pick them bigger fish off.
Like, you fish here a lot. Would you say the last? I mean, from what I've seen, it's often the last hour there's better fish ever feed as well.
Yeah, last hour. Last hour we should go into a few.
What we've got, 11-foot Superior X.
10
Is that
foot.
10-foot Superior X? Oh,
10 foot.
lovely. What distance are you fishing then?
About 38 metre-ish.
Right, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Well, there you go. So thanks for giving us a little insight, mate, into what you're doing. I really, really hope that you get back in the fight, which I'm sure you will, because that's how these things works. Crowd's gathering. Look. Yeah, that's right. And they're still down there. So this is where all the action is. And when you think that Tony's just had that one that's 4 pound, it really is. Anything could happen. Steve could have 2 in 2 chucks for that sort of weight. So they're both fishing method tactics, which if you go back and watch our winter feeder match here, you wouldn't have even had a bite on the method 2 months ago here. Not a chance of a bite. Nobody could catch anything. But now the water's cleared up a bit, fish are active, and this is certainly the little hot spot that is producing all the action. Right, I'm saying one of the most unfortunate men today is Catch Fishing Channel's Jamie Harrison, because he is next to where all the fish are. They've not ventured down here, Jamie, or?
I'm facing the other way though, so that's a glimmer of
Good plan.
fortune.
When we saw you last, have you caught anything since we saw you last? Because you had a 2 pounder and then...
Yeah, I've had a smaller skimmer.
Yeah.
And then literally nothing on this line at all. No liners, nothing.
Oh,
so
dear.
obviously I could see Tony catching, and I just felt it was that time to just try something.
Yeah.
So I put some bait out there just to try and attract something. It's obviously only a peg away.
Yeah.
And then I came on my short line for 20 minutes, half an hour. And on that line, I had an 8-ounce skimmer. 8-ounce skimmer first chuck on it, which was very encouraging. And then the more I fished it, the more the little tiny roach appeared.
Oh dear.
So I couldn't get bites from them every chuck now, but obviously I'm not going to do anything with them.
Are we at 4 pound?
No.
We're not at 4 pound.
Pushing 3.
I would say 4.5 pound is next after these two, which I just said to Rob, and you'll do this on your channel a lot. In this situation, for me, it's clear that that's where the fish are to your right. So you are fishing for a section, because those two guys are going to frame, I'm saying.
What's he got on the end? Do you know on the end?
He's got 8.5 pound.
8.5.
Yeah, and 12 pound Tony's got.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty confident they're going to be framing weights, especially because I think Steve's peg even could get better as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, there is a battle going on here for a section prize, which I think, you know, you're a fantastic angler and clearly won off the fish today, which happens in fishing, doesn't it, as we know?
Yeah, so I've refed that short line. I've fed it differently this time. I've cut out the pinkies and stuff. I don't want to encourage them. And I know they can catch skimmers there late. Not big fish, but, you know, and if they rock up, who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, that's absolutely right. Got the gang here watching, Coach and Coach 2.
Coach, therapist.
Yeah, punch bag.
No beverage, food and beverage.
Yeah. We're not brought a flask, or is there a flask?
No.
Oh. Right, okay. Yeah, all I wanted was a cup of tea. I've walked 30 pegs and nobody's offered me a cup of tea yet.
Probably Bovril. Got Maryland cookies.
Oh, is he?
Bovril down there.
Yeah, Bovril, right. Okay, well, we'll go back to Rob and see if he can winkle it out. Yeah, so That's it, reel one in. My best advice would be to catch. Oh, you've got one, yeah. See, well done, mate.
I'm pleased you come back.
I just said every time I go behind somebody, they catch a fish. Oh,
Got a lot of weed with it.
yeah. The problem is here, mate, that isn't the same stamp as what you've got up there. So just come back to Rob, and he's just had 2 of them in 2 chucks. So things are looking up a little bit. Same as what I said to him before. At the moment, 4 to 4.5 pound is the default weight in this section. And I think that has to be on Rob's mind at this moment in time. So let's follow him through this latter stage and see how we can make it happen. So here we go. Face for radio, he said. I don't. This is Dave Harley. Is this your dad?
It's my dad, yeah.
Is it? And what's your dad's name?
Jeff.
Jeff.
Big G, P Diddy Pop.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. And Jeff has just had a golden run, hasn't he?
2 in 2 chucks.
2 in 2 chucks. And how?
And he's just missed one.
Right. So we're getting excited because Jeff's got double figures. That's all I'm allowed to say, apparently. Double figures could be anything from 10 to 15 pound from what I'm seeing. And Jeff's official conventional feeder tactics. He's got corn on at the moment because he's been getting. Well, why has he got corn on, Dave? Has he been
Catching on a bunch of maggots, odd skimmer, odd better, had a roach, had a perch, then just got bitted out. Put a single maggot on, come back with a blade, that's what they were. Put a piece of corn on, it's gone round. 2 in 2 chucks.
Oh, brilliant. Great angling that. Absolutely great angling. Giving yourself a chance of a better fish. Obviously in this area then, Barry Armisen, who had a 4-pounder early on the next peg, on the jetty, he's just had one about 3 pound. He's saying he's got 8 pound with his 2 bream and a couple of skimmers. So it shows how quickly it can change where they are, because Dad was looking at what, 8-9 pound, and that little 2 in 2 has made it very exciting.
Yeah.
So just
back in it.
Yeah, he always knows he's in it. Yeah, obviously he's big time in it. Him and Tony are leading the pack, I'm saying, at the moment, Dave. So it's nice to see. So Sim, this is the. Oh, did you? Well, should have told me. I'd have had a bet. So this is here. This is the other side of that gap I was talking about. So this is the first peg, the other side of this jetty area. And when you think about it, that obviously Barry there is probably 8 pound. So I'm saying that, you know, these are the leader and a framer, and then the other side of the gap is a leader and a framer. So a very good place to be in the match. It's good to see. Here comes Mark Foy. Come on, Mark. What a lovely hat. Would you like to? I've just been telling the guys at home. This is our. I think this is our leader here. I think we're looking at our leader. He's gonna
all day.
He's got 12 pound plus, and Tony Fong has also got 12 pound, but not plus at the moment. So I'm saying it's tight.
Barry could have 10 pound on.
Barry's got 8. I've been. Barry's told me he's got 2 bream and 2 little skimmers. I've seen his other bream. It's 3 pound. So he's got 8, 9, 8. You know what I mean?
He's a bite off getting in contention.
Well, Tony just had a 4-pounder to take him from 8 to 12. So that's what happens in this match.
Yeah.
This is
close, isn't it?
It's really, really good, mate. It's a
good
great
match.
It is for these guys here. There's one. Look, every match has its areas, and this is the area where the fish are, isn't it?
What's funny though, this is never the area.
Is it really? That's crazy, isn't it? So these two here, and they never seemed very keen this morning when they drew it, did they? And
there's nothing special about these pegs, but that's what we said at the draw.
Yeah.
Nobody could predict it. Everyone had a guess at where it'd be won from today, and nobody said this peg.
No, there you go then. So at the moment, Jeffy's leading the pack.
Yeah.
And I think it's between him and Tony. But
how's your man doing, Rob?
Is he here? Rob here? Oh, right.
I forgot about him. Sorry.
Unfortunately, he's in a very poor area. But I mean, look, I was just saying, all those anglers on the far bank, it's just been a bit poorer today, hasn't it? So
all winter, that bank's been a lot better than this bank.
Yeah,
and
crazy,
today
isn't
it's
it?
just flipped round.
Yeah. What are you going to do now? Straighten the peak on that hat so it suits this hat, or? Oh, that must feel weird for you having a normal hat.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, right, we'll go back and see if Rob can get that big finish that we're hoping for.
Hopefully.
Mark? We'll see you in a bit.
Have a walk.
I was just getting comfortable. Rob's exact words when he hooked this fish were chunk. But considering your biggest fish is like a
It was
pound.
a little bit sarcastic.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, we are entering the final hour now. It's giving you some serious kicks, though, isn't it?
it is a couple of skimmers, you know. You feel that you could bump them off any second.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'll make sure I'm out of the way with the net. So we're an hour to go. Obviously, the latest situation you guys know. There's no major changes since then, but this is what's very interesting about this venue and bream fishing in general, because Rob sort of tongue-in-cheek said to me, well, I could catch 3 bream last hour, and he could. And I've heard Glenn Lawrence, two to his left, I think, 39. He's now got £8, and he's literally had 2 bream for £5. So, you know, you can go from £3 to £8 very, very quickly here. And Glenn's £8 is obviously doing very well. So, let's see if we can see what size this is. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. £2, Rob? Bit bigger. Let's see if we can get a very quick before you put him in the net. There he is, look. Wow.
What we're saying?
Well, he's two and a half. I'm giving you 2.5. That's taking you to £5, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so, around that, yeah.
Yeah, so that's how quickly things can change. I'm saying Rob's just doubled his. What's going on here? All right. Well, look, the guys want to see what's going on. So he's picking his bait up rod up. I'm assuming this is going to be feeding the other line. Oh, right, this is going to feed in the main line.
Just before I hook that fish, I put 2 in.
Yeah.
And then sat there for 10 minutes and it's gone round. So, like I said earlier, I can't sit there with no bait.
So you didn't, I mean, not for me to criticise you because you're in the final. You didn't fancy 2 in 2 then? You think you've just hooked a rogue? It's a very interesting mentality, because obviously the guys at home might be thinking, oh, I've just caught one, I want to go back in.
I know, but what's that?
No, I agree. I agree. I love it. I literally love it. Nobody else in the match is doing what you've just done, and that's going to be what separates
That's not going to
people.
scare the fish away, is it?
I wouldn't have thought so. No.
So, you know,
no.
you're setting it up. I'm trying to set it up for a big show at the end.
Yeah, the big show. This is what can separate people at times. This is what can make people stand out. That little bit of something different. You know. So that 2.5 pounder. Put one in. Let's see if it goes round again. Let's just see if we can get a little insight into what Rob's got. What colour was that on, Rob?
That was a white. First time in about 15 years I've put a white.
Yeah.
A
Brilliant.
white.
Brilliant. All right. Well, let you get back in. I'll take my seat again, right behind you, and we will see if Rob can continue a potential late flurry. Never write off Rob Wootton. If ever one man I know seems to get his timing bang on, it is this guy. And he is hooked into a decent fish here. I think this is a big one. And this is the next chuck, the chuck that you saw him chuck out. 12 minutes, I think, 12 minutes, and it's gone round again. And I think this is a very, very similar sized fish, potentially bigger. So as much as and we both love to give each other a bit of stick, this suddenly becomes very interesting if he gets this fish in, because we are 45 minutes to go. And we know it's fishing quite well. And this is Rob's got £5 plus this fish. So bearing in mind this is 2 in 2 casts. And like I said before, who was I to question what he's doing and why? So he's just trying to put a bit of extra pressure on in these last few minutes to push himself over the line. And he's got it. He has got it, and I'll tell you what, it's not small. Same size, Rob? That is a 2.5 pound fish at least. Yeah, might be a bit bigger, that one. Safely deposited in the net. So, as I stand back here to let him get on with it, I'm going to say he's going to do exactly the same as what he's done before. And when you're on a negative peg, I suppose a bold approach is the way. And then he's going to chuck that hybrid feeder back over the top. Just as he loads that hybrid feeder in, let's go. And you'll have to speak a little bit louder, Rob, but I've just built you up. I have said, are you just getting your timing absolutely bang on here, or what?
We'll see, won't we?
Or are we saying that this is just a... Oh, we've gone for 2 this time.
Gone for 2, that first one weren't we?
You weren't happy with it?
No.
Right.
I'd love to think we've got the timing right, wouldn't you?
Well, was he £3?
Oh, he's easy £3, yeah. I've got
£8 for definite.
Yeah, maybe 9, yeah. Have a go in with that.
Yeah, listen. You're in the fishing match. You are in the fishing match, my friend. And there is... How long is there left?
45 minutes.
45 minutes. Another 2 of those in the next 45 minutes.
It's easier said than done.
Is easier said than done, but is very, very exciting. So I'm assuming it's all the same, little white wafter?
Yeah, a little white one, yeah.
Yeah, Charles, listen. I think Charlie's fishing so well, Rob. Like, there's bites. People are getting bites, you know what I mean? Oh. There you go, folks. Exciting.
We're in it, we?
Said it once, and I will say it again. Never rule out Rob Wootton. We are in the final 5 minutes of the match. And we had another fish next chuck, about 10 ounce, and unfortunately did the old vigorous head shake just at the net and shed the hook. And this has just been out there about 3 minutes, which is very fast, and it's gone round. Now the scores on the doors are, there's 2 anglers with £15. They're going to be first and second in the match. Top 3 is paid out today, and Rob has got £8.5 plus that fish, which is £1.4, Rob? No, Rob's gone with bigger than £1.4. I'm saying that has put Rob onto £10. And obviously something could have happened elsewhere. We've got Glenn Lawrence down on the left, who has had, he had £8 15 minutes ago when I've been up. Steve Cooper, he had £9. This is what they're admitting to 15 minutes ago. And Barry Armisen had £8. So of course any of those anglers could have had a late fish, but Rob has got £10 now, and I think he's got an amazing chance of coming third, which will be an amazing result today, because there is 2 people who have run away from it with it, and with an hour to go, I and many others, including probably Rob, didn't think that was going to happen. So let's just come in,
How long we got, Rob? 4 minutes left in the match.
Big 4 minutes.
How you feeling? Are you excited?
Yeah, great, mate. I love the fishing. I love getting bites.
Isn't that why we go match fishing? Moments like this last hour.
I love like the last 10 minutes of matches. You know when you feel like things are happening.
When things are happening. I mean, this could go around again. This could go around again because that was a quick bite, wasn't it?
I think it needs to be a big fish for us to do anything, don't we?
No, I don't. I think first and second is gone. Can we come third? Is the question. Which I just to put that into context. There's 30 people in this match in a big final, you know, and they pay good money to the top three.
I'll be very surprised if no one else has caught this like late on.
Yeah. I mean, either way, mate, I think it's a massive reminder to everybody watching that it's not over till it's over.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I don't give up till the last whistle. If I feel there's half a chance, you know, you've got to keep going. So let's see. I still think we're a little bit short, mate. But
yeah, you might be a little bit short. And Rob likes to have his tip. If you just watch there, guys, because there's like a bit of a naughty wind in him. Likes to have his tip, like the first 2 rings under the water when you can see into the water.
Shall I tell you why that is?
Tell us why that is, Rob, while we're zooming in on your tip.
Today, the air pressure's quite high. It's a shallow venue. Your braid sort of wants to float on the surface. So it's taking quite a long while to sink under the surface. And if I had my tip high, that first sort of like metre of braid, 2 metres of braid will end up sitting on the surface and almost like pulling the rest of the braid up. So just by doing like this, I'm keeping that braid underneath the surface all the way to my feeder.
And you still feel you can see and read your tip fine?
I'm method, you know, you're fishing a bolt rig, so
yeah, you're not looking for little taps.
No, you're not looking for little taps, no.
No, absolutely not. So
one more, Lee. What we got? 2 minutes left. Big chance of one more.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, mate, either way, I'm really impressed. Great temperament, great. You know, you've been planning to have the big finish, as everybody else does in the match, but
we've talked about it loads in all our videos, haven't we?
In all our videos,
you can't just like charge at a match. You have to. You've got 5 hours. You have to plot it out.
Yeah, and bearing in mind, the latter part is often the best part for a few big uns, and it's one of them, Rob. Like there was a few fish early this morning. What an interesting match it's been. That this has been how it's panned out.
I mean, I'm going to say, we've had like a couple of fish come off, haven't we? Not big fish, but I think we've probably lost like 10 ounce, haven't we, from fish?
Well, I was telling the guys, you lost that other one that was 8 to 10 ounce and a couple of small ones early doors. So, you know, these things happen and they are the worst fish for that happening with. But all your big ones are stayed on, mate. So.
Yeah, the big ones are stayed on. It's awkward, isn't it? Because them soft mouth skimmers. No. What a finish.
And that is not a small one either. I don't think. I think it's a similar size to the one he's just had. And this is how match fishing can be exciting. Very exciting. You know, there's a lot of people gathered down here. You know, there's 2 people with £15. It's crazy to think that, you know, with an hour to go, I think Rob had £3 at best, and he's going to finish with double figures on a match where that could be good. So he's got a there you hear it, that is the all out. Fish on. So obviously in English match fishing rules, you can land a fish after time, provided it's on when the whistle goes, and there it is. That is a pounder, that one. Pounder, Rob?
Oh, you can tell me.
Yeah, can I come down and tell you? Yeah, I'll come down and give you a look. Let's have a little look in here.
Because I'm giving this £6, wait, maybe a bit more.
Yeah, it's £1.6. £1.6 is a good guess, I'm saying. And that, my friend, has put you on to 11.10. How about that?
Is that what you reckon?
11.10.
I'll take 11.10.
I think you've fished it
Where
absolutely.
do you think that's going to put me, Lee? Default section?
I think he's third, yeah. I think that's going to put you third. I think them last 2 fish at the death has given you a great chance. I don't want to get carried away because you...
To be fair,
No, I'm just going to get carried away. I don't care. I'm not the one, it's not me.
Come in
Come
closer
on.
because I bet they
Yeah,
can't hear.
yeah, come on.
You know when we drew,
Yes.
we were never beating those pegs for the win, were we?
Never.
So all we can do is come best of the rest. Hopefully, that's what we've done. I don't know. Do you think we have?
I think you've got a brilliant chance, mate, of being best of the rest. If you are third, I think you should be super proud. A mega good result. Just give the guys, just show them a little bit of what was going in that feeder at the death.
Right. Here we go. Here's the mix.
Yeah.
So we've got some swim stim green.
Yep.
We've got our swim stim amino micros.
Yep.
We've got a little bit of this on it. On the
Right.
micros.
Yeah.
Right. I've put an X on the bottle.
Yeah.
But
What does that mean?
it's just swim stim sweet.
Right, okay,
I just
brilliant.
just decanted it into a little squeezy bottle.
Yeah.
It's just swim stim sweet. So you can put, you know.
What you
think
put in
green
that?
into-
You've put that in that mix that you're spotting in,
just
have
at
you?
the start. So if you look at these pellets, I mean, the flavourings make a difference, Lee. We think they do. It's just a bit, just gives it something better than.
Yep. So
than a
you were
standard
putting
micro.
one in. You were putting one in or two in
So let's show
with
you,
your.
So I've got 2 rods set up. One with a standard running rig.
Yeah.
So standard running rig, and I was casting this Nisa rocket out with my pellet groundbait mix,
Yep.
shaking it out on the surface. This is only late on because I
Yeah,
felt
yeah.
I needed to force it a little bit. Shaking it out on the surface and then chucking my hybrid feeder over the top, which you'll have to come closer. I ain't got my mic on.
They can hear you.
Which I felt when I'm looking around, everyone's sort of like negative. When the fishing's hard, people get into this negative mindset of I can't feed anything, I can't do anything. Let's just sit there and just hope a fish moses along. I can't do that. I've got to sort of like push it a little bit.
Be proactive.
Be proactive. So feeding a little bit of bait. Hopefully, you know, that's what worked, because if I come again, I'll do the same thing.
Yeah, I think you've done really well. Let's see what the scales bring. Well done, mate. I think that's a great job. And did you get any more at the end?
One.
What? So what have we got? What have we got?
I've got, I'm saying
A big one. 9.
9.5. I'm
Rob, I've just given Rob 11.10. He's had 2 since I've seen you. He's had 2. No, everybody wanted Glenn to beat you.
I've done an hour and a half without a bite.
Yeah,
So I've got 2 hours without a bite.
yeah. Unfortunately, that's how it's finished. So Glenn's got £9 down there. Steve Cooper's got £9 plus down there. So anything could happen. Let's see what the scales bring for these men.
Literally,
Take it from there.
2 in the last 8.
£10.13 on the far side, and he's currently leading the match up to now.
Yeah, but we've got these to go.
I
haven't
know,
we?
but nice to have a chance.
Not enough.
Have a chance.
Not enough to win it. These have got £15 down here, haven't
Round.
they? Yeah, 15,
Great
£16.
set.
I ain't got that. Jeff, I think he's claiming 20. Is there? There you go then. £20 down there.
15 to £20, yeah. He had a £2.5 on the whistle.
Did he?
Yeah, Jeff did, yeah.
Lucky, weren't it? Hey, oh, Glenn's back to cheering me on. Huh.
Take the lead, Matt. When you're ready, Rob.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob. 14 pounds and 3 ounces.
Well done, Robert.
Oh,
Here, Rob.
yeah, let's have a picture of them.
Well done.
Matt, are you taking a nice picture or are you live? What are you doing?
Getting you a nice picture.
Do us a nice picture. Go landscape for me as well.
Send that donkey all the way.
You got landscape, Matt, as well, yeah?
You're getting a good one. John will get you a
Please.
good one.
Yeah, John will get us cracking one. Go landscape.
We're ready, mate.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah. Top man.
I've been out with Ali and me, been out with you, innit?
It is, yeah.
Get this, get that.
Sorry. Not done enough selfie work, have I? Should we put them back, Lee? Can we get close to put them back? See you later, breamies. See you later,
Fish there at
breamies.
the end. Some big fish there at the end. Brilliant.
Go on,
Brilliant
breamies.
work.
Thank you,
Well
mate.
done, Rob.
Thank you,
Rob,
mate.
we've got the mics on, £14.
£14, that's what we said would win it, didn't we?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it did. I can't believe you weighed 14. I thought you had at best 12. So
Yeah, but
that's-
obviously they look hollow, don't they, those skimmers?
Yeah,
but
you said they were heavy.
Yeah, they felt
you
heavy.
got your hands on them.
they
so,
felt heavy.
But
I'm happy
obviously,
with 14, mate.
14's absolutely brilliant, mate. I think you've done amazingly
You know, if someone
well.
had said £14 from here at the start,
Impossible.
I'd have
Yeah,
absolutely snapped their hand
well,
off.
I thought £14 would win the match. Bearing
Yeah.
in mind, even a carp wouldn't have been enough there. To
I
beat
tell you
you,
what, it
so-
shows about, we don't know yet whether we've won anything still, but it shows about pacing your match, doesn't it?
Honestly, a great example on pacing your match, mate. We're going to see what these others weigh up here.
You can carry this chair in that back,
I
can't
think
you?
there's a great chance. Nope, that's all going on your trolley.
My trolley's
And we'll
loaded
go
up.
and see. We'll go and see what the scales give at the prize presentation.
When you're ready, Jeff.
Here's your winner. Here's your winner. £20 there.
Too many in, look. Tip it up, Jeff. Tip it up. Well over
20, 22, 23.
£20 and 5 ounces.
Well done, Jeff. Brilliant.
This way, mate.
Gears are nice. Drop it a bit. Leg up. Don't lift it up.
Don't look me, no.
Me, mate.
Okay.
Go on, Dave.
Just spin round all the way. Oh, sorry.
Ready? Yeah.
Fantastic.
3, 2, 1.
Head up.
Oh, mate.
Sorry.
Here's a smile.
Good on you, mate.
Smile.
Come on, boy.
Brilliant.
Still here.
Brilliant.
Ready, pal? Roger.
On to the main frame and the big money. Third place overall, picking up a fantastic £1,000 and a lovely new cap and a nice little bit of glassware as well, with a weight of £14, 3 ounces from Peg 41, Rob Wotton. We'd appreciate it, Jack. Can I have a red one? Go on then. Well done, love. No, you've got nothing, mate. Nothing, that's it.
I'll give it all to Lee.
Second place overall today. The runner-up is the first ever Guru Feeder Cup final, picking up a magnificent £3,000. He's had £16, 1 ounce from Peg 44, Tony Fung. Thank you, John.
Well done, Steve.
The winner, the champion, first place in the first ever Guru Feeder Cup final for 2024, picking up £5,000. It gives me massive pleasure to welcome to the stage the guy who's weighed £20, 5 ounce from Peg 48, Jeff Hiley!
So you're saying here?
No,
Subscribe
as
here.
if by magic, subscribe will be here.
Subscribe here.
Latest video will be here.
Here, right,
and it'll
latest
appear
video.
like now.
Oh,
Go.
I've got it, got it. Hey, do you know what? You can subscribe to our YouTube channel here, and apparently the latest video on the member section is here. Enjoy.